From the original 4 Tone City pedals that they sent me, I left the Holy Aura to be the last one of the 4. Now in between they decided to send me a little bit more, so we're gonna have more Tone City pedals coming on the channel. But originally my idea was to leave this one to the last because this one confuses the heck out of me. Today we look at the Holy Aura from Tone City. What is up, YouTube? My name is Buddy Blues, and today we look at the Holy Aura from Tone City. In essence, it's a distortion pedal. It's a very high gain distortion pedal. It's a high gain distortion pedal that is reminiscent of American high gain. Now, whenever anybody says that, I think Mesa Boogie, I think, 80s rock stuff, and it does all of that. Why would they send this to a blues guy? I don't know. Let me tell you what I like about this pedal. Then we're going to get to things I don't really like. But first, what is it? It's got 2 foot switches. This is in the deluxe series. Anytime you see a Tone City pedal that's this big rather than, the small ones that they make, they call it the deluxe series. So 2 foot switches. This is on and off for the distortion part of the Holy Aura. That part of the distortion has all of these knobs except for that one. Literally all of these. So you have volume, gain, a 3-band EQ. I love a 3-band EQ because you could really tailor it. Presence, even better, and a tight switch. Not switch, thingy. Little spot. And then you have a boost that works independently from the circuit, but when it's engaged, both of them are engaged at the same time. The boost is before the distortion. That's how I use my boosts. People, they're reading my mind, so why would they send it to a blues guy? Boost sounds great, by the way. The boost is the best, for me, is the best thing of this pedal, is the boost. Single knob, love that. Gives you 20 dBs of boost, but clean boost. It's not flubby, it's not dirty, it's not muddy, it's clean and clear. I love the boost on this. Another thing I love about this pedal is the 3-band EQ, because the highs are not too high, the mids are not too mids, and the bass is not too bass. Meaning, if I put everything at max, it still sounds good. And the more mids I push and the more trebles I push, it sounds more like a Tube Screamer clone thing. I like that. I also like the gain at 0. The gain at 0, there's still plenty of gain on this pedal. Gain at 0 plus boost on and off is a pedal I could use for blues, rock, anything that I play, and I enjoy it quite a bit. Things that I don't like about this pedal. The tight switch, I didn't really understand what it does. I know what tight switches do and stuff like that, but the more I went that way, the less bass it had. The more I went this way, the more bass it had. And then everything from 12 o'clock all the way to 0, not much is happening. It's okay, we can't fault them. They make killer stuff. So we've reviewed a lot of that stuff. I don't get that tight switch. Another thing I don't like, and that's a me thing. That's not a pedal thing. That's not a company thing. That's a me thing. Why'd you send this to a blues guy? This is a lot of gain. I'm gonna do my best to show you what it sounds like, but this is a lot of gain. This is not my wheelhouse. This is not my territory. This is not my world. This is most certainly a rocker's pedal. You know, rock, hard rock, metal, easy metal, whatever you call it, the smooth jazz metal, smooth metal, and heavy metal. That pedal is that world. Like Rabia from the Andertons channel previously and now his own, that's his jam. Rob Chapman, you know, Ola, heavy, perfect. Blues guy, but let's do the best we can. I'm gonna keep using the PRS DGT Victory MK Clean. Incredible amp. Auxbox, let's get to it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you have now heard the Holy Aura from Tone City. See what I mean with the whole gain at 0 and then play with the boost a little bit to hit it more? That sounds lovely. That sounds great. With humbuckers, that sounds great. Even when I split the coils, sounds great. I love that. The 3-band EQ, the bass, mid, and high, and presence work very well with the circuit. It doesn't step on the circuit, doesn't impede the circuit, doesn't take away from the circuit. A lot of pedals do. This one does it right. Volume knob is a volume knob. Gain, there's just too much gain on tap here. For me. I'm sure other people that are play heavier styles of music and stuff like that. I'm more of an I've never been a distortion guy. This is distortion through and through. I've always been an overdrive guy, and if I want, more drive, fuzz plus overdrive, or like 2 overdrives, or an overdrive and a boost, stuff like that. Boost, love the boost. Love the boost on that thing. They should make a single pedal that's just this boost. It's 1 foot switch, 1 knob, this big, done. But yeah, if you're into the heavier gain stuff, you probably loved everything I played, cringed at everything I played. I tried my best. Cringed at everything I played, but you probably like, I can dig this sound, I can use this, blah, blah, blah. And again, it's 120 bucks, 130 bucks, I think. All the pedals are very, very, very affordable. And they're high quality. Like, this thing's built like a tank. They're high quality. So a huge thank you to Tone City for trusting me in this, and trusting that I'll give you an honest review. And a huge thank you to you for being here. If this was your first time on the channel, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. We do a lot of reviews. We do a lot of demos. I've got a new series coming out where other people are going to teach me their instrument. I've got a pianist coming, a drummer coming. It's going to be hilarious. I'm not really good at anything else in life other than guitar. So here we are. And I'm not even good at that. Consider liking, sharing, subscribing if you want to see more videos. Consider disliking, not sharing, and commenting something very mean if you don't want to see these videos ever again. Then what? I have been Buddy Blues. You have been the people of the blues. Until next time, thank you for watching.